Artificial intelligence weekly updates every Friday. Today is Friday, November 14th. And the slogan of today is let agents write code and let code execute the tasks. So this comes from a paper from Anthropic, who demonstrated that instead of asking agent to actually do the task, they let agent write code to do the task and then run this code in some small container, and this becomes a new trend. And here we have a lot of news as usual. This is Leaderboard's updated November 9th. I want to show you that for coding, Claude absolutely dominates. Then we have Qwen Max, which is a paid model, it's not free. Then we have again Claude, then we have Qwen Max again. So all the first positions, and then we go China, 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 and then Gemini. And GPT is not high at all. I'm curious about GPT 5.1, which was just released. And by the way, this is GPT 5 high, which means a lot of reasoning, expensive, a lot of tokens. So for coding, so far, definitely Claude is the best. And interesting on the left for chats, you see Gemini 2.5 Pro, but then there is Claude, 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 GPT 4.5. Not okay. Then Claude, and then some GPT models. Anyway, next, World Labs, Marble World Model. So the name of the model is Marble, and what it does, it operates in a three-dimensional virtual world. So you can describe the world, it will build the world for you, you can move in it, and it's publicly available multimodal frontier world model that generates fully navigatable 3D environments. So their idea is kind of similar to Yann LeCun's idea that people like a regular human brain operates in a three-dimensional world, but large language models only operate in the world of descriptions. So, and they want to move towards the world, right? So Marble creates interactive 3D worlds with multiple input types, text descriptions, single multiple images, videos, layouts. You can navigate, you can change the objects, you can provide images and textual description, I think also videos, export creations as splats, triangle meshes of videos, and so on. So it's a very interesting, it's a huge progress. It's coming from World Labs, which is a company of Fei Fei Li, who is a celebrity, of course, in AI world. Next, this code execution. So the original paper by Anthropic, code execution with MCP, where they demonstrated that instead of spending 150,000 of tokens, they end up spending only 2,000 by cleverly shifting the execution from model to code. And they describe how you can arrange your code. So this is an example of the code which they arrange in certain structure. Of course, they want people to use their environment, so they provide sandboxes in Anthropic to run this code and provide templates how to do it. So this is example of the code which Anthropic agent writes this code and then executes it. So benefit, the copied document never flows through the model context. So this reduces token usage by 98.7%. So this is great money saver. And the execution is much more precise, reliable, faster, like everything is good. And yeah. To implement this approach, we need a code execution environment, which Anthropic provides, code that creates Typescript Python files representing each tool, and a function to actually call it. Okay, next. I'll talk more about it. Now, companies actually start providing this environment to run this, so you don't have to do it only through Anthropic. Code execution with MCP, okay, this is a continuation. Do you really need MCP servers? And there are pluses and minuses. And if you want to execute code, there are different ways and different tooling how you can execute it. For example, you can use CLI, which is command line interface, as tools, scripts as tools, and skills as tools. This is Claude specific, but I'm on my project, for example, I create skills on my side, not on Claude Cloud, but locally. And the skills not code are textual description for AI agents. So three ways how you can kind of have a program, a software to run. Okay, next, OpenAI GPT 5.1 instant and thinking, two versions of the model. So this is actually a screenshot from my screen, so it's already out for paying users, OpenAI GPT 5.1. And what they say is it's more intelligent, better communication style, better efficiency. So the instant model, this one, is warmer, more conversational tone, playful, empathetic, and approachable. So people enjoy working with it. Whereas the thinking model now makes decisions better, how many tokens it will take to answer the question. And yeah, they say that the simple question, the system answers faster, and for the more complex, it may think longer and give correct answer. We'll see. Okay, next is, oh, hold on a second. What is this? Oh, OpenAI is working on their own version of LinkedIn. So it hopefully will be available middle of next year. So OpenAI jobs platform. This is a plug for my channel. We do this every Friday. Subscribe to the channel by my name, Lev Selector. I provide links to slides on GitHub, and also under each video you can click on Google Drive and you can see the slides, download them, click on the links, and so on. Also, I usually ask the question under the video, and if you're watching it, please stop the video and take you a few seconds to answer the question. It's very valuable for me. Next, Google Nested Learning. Designed to solve catastrophic forgetting problem, training on new information causes the model to lose previously learned knowledge. So unlike human brains that continuously adapt through neuroplasticity, AI models have their knowledge locked into two places: their short-term context window, which you provide, and what they memorize during the pre-training. The inability to truly learn over time is considered one of the biggest bottlenecks to achieve AGI. Nested learning, treating the model architecture and training algorithm as the same concept rather than separate components. Instead of one monolithic learner, the approach views models as systems of smaller nested optimization problems that operate in different learning speeds. So this is a research paper from Google, and they built this HOPE, which integrates continuum memory system, creates a spectrum of memory updating different frequencies. So yeah, this is interesting. So from milliseconds to months, spectrum of like speed with which the systems are getting update. HOPE demonstrated superior performance compared to Transformers, Titans, and Mamba 2 across multiple benchmarks. So this is a research paper, but a very interesting approach. Next, Gemini and Anthropic support JSON schema. What is JSON schema? If you program in Python, you're probably familiar with a Pydantic module, which allows you to describe the structure of your objects. And if you're building big application using Pydantic, well, it's a must because Pydantic model helps you to check if the object has correct structure. So if your system is distributed or you have like backend and frontend communicating with each other, when they send you some information, you want to check that this information has correct format. So in Python, it's an object, it's a kind of a binary, but there is a standard called JSON schema, which allows you to describe structure as simply as JSON. So what's interesting that both Gemini and Anthropic understand those descriptions, and you can ask the model to return the result in certain format, and you can provide a JSON schema for it. And this really helps when you use LLM as part of some production software system. so that it will provide results in a correct format, which can be then consumed by your software, right? So there are certain limitations which both companies are working on, but this is really encouraging because this helps to incorporate AI into production software systems. Okay, next, World Model RAG. Generative semantic workspaces, right? So this is a YouTube video which describes it. So it's a RAG system from University of California. It has sort of state-of-the-art performance with up to 20% improvement over existing methods. So general semantic workspaces take inspiration from human brain architecture to create a neural-inspired framework. Use two main components, operator and reconciler. The system processes text by creating local semantic graphs from chunks. For example, you can identify he in a second chunk refers to doctor, whatever, it describes this example. And yeah, so this is an amazing system. Uses GPT-4o in this particular implementation. Rather than retrieving isolated facts, the system reconstructs complete episodic summaries. Architecture represents a fundamental shift from bag of chunks retrieval to persistent structured memory. Well, I think this is absolutely amazing. And yeah, this is the YouTube, and this is list archive to the paper itself. Yeah, I think this approach should revolutionize the RAGs of the world. Anyway, Google Nano Banana 2 Pro preview. Upcoming ultralight AI image generation model delivers high quality visuals, exceptional speed. Appeared in preview, expected to officially be launched on November 11. I think it was launched, I didn't check. Native 2K output, improved text rendering, infographics, chart generation, multilingual support, transparency, and so on. Yeah, Nano Banana is a very good model. See, Photoshop killer. Multi-step generation workflow plans the output, generates image, reviews it through built-in image analysis, identifies and corrects errors. Yeah. Verdent AI coding agent. So this is the video and verdent.ai website. So this is a multimodal orchestration. So you can combine GPT-5 and Claude, for example, long context, persistent memory, automated verification, outperforms Cursor and Warp, surpasses Claude Code and Codex. Quite amazing. So these are the links. Next, analyze data in Excel and GSheets. Well, now if you want to use Excel and you want AI to do something in the Excel to do the financial analysis, there are multiple options to do so using natural language prompts. So here are several examples of those systems. Yann LeCun is planning to leave Meta. Well, this is a disaster for Meta. Yann LeCun, of course, is famously known for creating CNNs 35 years ago, even a little bit more. He created the first system which was recognizing the handwritten characters, and it was actually used in banks. And for many years, he was leading FAIR, which is Facebook AI research, and he also is here in NYU doing AI, and he is leaving because there is some tension between him and the new management which was hired, and the new people who came, I don't know. Yes, you can make billions by hiring lots of people preparing data, but this cannot compare you with true researchers. Uh, I don't know. I feel bad for Meta for this happening, and Yann LeCun, of course, being almost as famous as Jeffrey Hinton and others, he will have no problem raising billions of dollars for his research. And okay, anyway, Microsoft Humanist Superintelligence vision. So Microsoft CEO Mustafa Suleyman, this is his picture, published a manifesto titled Towards Humanist Superintelligence. The idea is that the AI, this super AI, will not be completely autonomous, like against humans, but it will be designed to work with humans. So it should be carefully calibrated, contextualized, and within limits rather than unbounded with high autonomy. And they created a special team to build these systems. Baidu Ernie 4.5 VL28B and the Active 3B. So it's a mixture of expert system, and it's a multimodal reasoning, open source, Apache 2, so it's completely open source. Yeah, you see 28 billion parameters and about 3 billion active parameters. State-of-the-art document chart understanding, outperforms Gemini and GPT, adds thinking with images to zoom in out on details. This is a huge progress, and it is cheap. Well, so yeah, this is probably go-to model for many researchers and practitioners. China's most affordable AI coding agent. ByteDance, which is a huge company, TikTok owner, created a model, Dubao Seed Code, and put it on Volcano Engine Cloud. And the pricing is only approximately $30 for first month, and after that it's about $5 per month, which is extremely cheap. It has state-of-the-art record on the bench for software on par with Anthropic Claude Sonnet. So it's a very high-level agent, and it's almost free. Lovable. Lovable is a company from Stockholm, Europe, and they reached about 8 million users. In July, there were 2.3 million users. So this is coding, so you can go in the browser and ask it to create a website for you. And now they're raising money at $6 billion valuation. So it's kind of vibe coding, right? And CEO Aman Aseke said that more than half of Fortune 500 firms use their platform, so the company is planning to expand into corporate direction. Meta open sources ASR model for 1,500 languages. It's open source speech recognition, so it is on Hugging Face and on GitHub, and it's extendable to even more languages. So thank you, Meta. This is good. The Magnificent Seven. These are 7 companies: Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Apple, Tesla, Amazon, and Meta. So they've driven the big portion of Standard & Poor 500 growth of the last couple years. And despite being only 7 companies out of 500, they represent approximately 36-37% in 2025. So this is a huge imbalance, huge concentration of the stock market. You see, these are some numbers, how they were contributed 15%, now it's up to 36, 37%. It's absolutely amazing. Microsoft has more GPUs than electricity to run them. So their CEO said that, yes, they acquired a lot of GPUs which they cannot use because they don't have electricity to power those GPUs. So as we discussed last week, electricity becomes a bottleneck. Nvidia invests in startups, and these startups turn around and buy Nvidia GPUs like CoreWeave, Figure.ai, OpenAI, get money from Nvidia and then use this capital to purchase Nvidia chips. So this shows some relationships back and forth between companies. This paper, language models are injective and hence invertible. The authors demonstrate both mathematically and empirically that LLMs preserve complete input information in their hidden representations. So it's really, really interesting. And they actually go deep into like mathematically proving that this is really happening. The work establishes injectivity as a fundamental and exploitable property of language models with direct implications for transparency, interpretability, and safe deployment. The ability to exactly recover input text from internal representations opens new possibilities. So, yeah, it's interesting. People think about large language models as black boxes, but apparently you can extract original information from these black boxes. AI projects succeed or fail. This is a hilarious video. This is a very valuable video, I think. So there are two independent research studies, and one says that 95% of all AI pilots fail to deliver positive return on investment, and another research study shows that 75% of companies see positive returns. So they completely contradict each other. So what's going on? And the answer is that what fails is when companies are trying to transform the work of certain group, department, or part of their business, and they fail because transformation is difficult. But the companies which succeed are those which use ready-to-use models to augment, to improve what they're doing. So if you're using AI to summarize, to go through your emails, to write a document, to create some sort of report, which is or write some software like vibe coding, AI are doing it very well, and you have a high level of success. So if you want to report success, do augmentation, and you almost 95% you will fail if you will try to do transformation, at least at in today's level of AI. Retriever AI, I spoke about it before, so now they have version 2. So what it is, it's an extension for your browser, which automates operations in the browser. And well, it became much better, so you can try it. It's not the only one, but it's well known. And yeah, so it's retriever.ai. Next, Google Colab now is a VS Code extension. So this is actually a screenshot from VS Code. So extension is called Colab, and now from inside your VS Code editor, you can connect to your Colab account and I guess run things on Google Cloud. So yeah, this is huge convenience, of course. Langchain introduced sandboxes for DeepAgents. Remember at the beginning I said that you can save a lot of money, a lot of tokens, if you execute code instead of having a large language model to do the tasks. But in order to execute code, you need some sort of sandbox. You need some virtual environments where to run this code. And so now it is becoming a standard service. Like, for example, Langchain partnered with several cloud providers, and they give you those sandboxes. So if you're programming in Langchain, you can easily use these sandboxes, call them from your DeepAgents to run those scripts. Cursor AI editor raises 2.3 billion at 29.3 billion valuation. Well, this is after the money, so I guess before this money it was 27 billion. But this is huge. The company started in 2023. Now they have already 300 employees. Huge valuation, lots of money, big progress. Anthropic will spend 50 billion to build US AI data centers in Texas and New York, and yeah, this is good. Next, yet another conversation with Emad Mostaque, and what he's saying that within the next 3 years, well, he says 1,000 days, cognitive labor becomes economically worthless. So what people become worthless in the office, even negative in value, as humans become the dumbest people in the team. AI will outperform humans in virtually all cognitive tasks while working 24/7 without mistakes. Universal basic income. So he discussed this and he says, well, via taxation, not enough money. Then another idea, well, let's companies like OpenAI, Google, whatever, pay money, pay this minimum wages to people. But again, not enough money. So he proposes a solution where there are dual currency system, foundation coin, like Bitcoin, and then cash credits, which are given to humans simply because they're humans. So you get money for being a human, and then people can give these cash credits to companies which are useful to buy services, for example, AI services. So this creates incentive for AI to serve humans to earn this currency. And yeah, and he discusses this future economy and how it will work. When cognitive labor approaches zero cost, what remains? Your connections, communities, relationships, attention, the scariest human resource, meaning making, choosing what matters in a world of abundance, and being a human, just interactions with family, friends, community worth living. Okay, next, SymPy for math instead of LLMs. Uh, People nowadays, whatever problem you have, they just ask LLM to do it. But sometimes you don't have to pay money for tokens. For example, a lot of scientific mathematical calculations can be done by a Python library, and this is an example. SymPy, Python library for symbolic mathematics, and it's open, it's free, and it does very good job at mathematics. Well, you can combine AI and SymPy for best results. Which LLMs are available in Moscow? I'm originally from Moscow, and I was there a year something ago, and I saw that everything was blocked. I used Perplexity. Perplexity was not blocked, so I decided to research a little bit. So Perplexity is available. Chinese models are available, like Wen3, DeepSeek, and so on. Hugging Face is open. LM Studio is available. VSCode with client extension. Open Router, oh, this is a savior there because you can use crypto to pay for Open Router, and Open Router will give you access to everything, including OpenAI models, including Claude models. Kimi K2, it's a Chinese model, it's available. Not available directly, it's like OpenAI, ChatGPT, but again, you can get it to Open Router. Anthropic Claude, Google Gemini. Kimi.com not available directly, but it's available via some third parties and Open Router. Grok is not available. Ollama. This is I really like Ollama to run local models, but there are problem. You can download Ollama in Russia, but you cannot download models from their website. And Microsoft Copilot, GitHub Copilot is blocked. So crypto is used to pay for Open Router because in Russia regular credit cards are not working. And they have their own models, like Sberbank, which is a big bank. They have a GigaChat, and it comes in different variations. They have a reasoning model. They are not up, they're not SOTA level by any means, but they're good. And they're used by 15,000 Russian enterprises, for example. There is another model coming from Yandex. Yandex is like Russian Google, and usually they're very smart people, but this particular model is not impressive. It's only 32,000 token context window. Okay, in China, well, China is also closed, right? So there is no Facebook, no YouTube, no American models, but they have providers like, for example, Open Router and many others, and you can use them to run American models. Uh, Perplexity is open, but depending on the query, it may refuse to answer your questions. It has like limited geography. Payments via Alipay or WeChat Pay or crypto. Both Alama and LM Studio are working. But in China, they have their own models, very good models coming from Alibaba, like Qwen models, DeepSeek models, and others. So they don't suffer for not having access to American models. Okay, AI for mental health. This is interesting. So this is research where people were using LLM to talk to patients who have, I don't know, depression or some kind of mental issue. And regular models are not helpful. They make people feel even more lonely and so on. But what they did here, they trained a model which actually provided positive results, and people wanted to talk to it and to open to this model. Like this model is a real friend, a real psychotherapist. Uh, so I've heard opinions that AI will not be able to tune with people, but this proves that no, AI actually can do it, and it can positively influence the patients. Okay, AI make money in small niches. The idea, so this is the video, and the idea is that if small business before couldn't afford some service like software as a service because it was expensive, but now it is 10 times more affordable, and the owner can actually do it maybe even by himself, or it can pay somebody to do it, and this payment is not big, right? And all small businesses suddenly will want to spend this money to get these services. So it really becomes a business opportunity for, let's say you're a software engineer, you were fired from your job, you decided to start a business, and you're thinking, what can I do? And you can service these small and medium-sized businesses because you know how to use AI to help them. Two business models, function specific, target one labor department, or vertical, build complete operational systems and so on. The recommended approach is starting an AI agency using no-code platforms to build custom solutions while getting paid. This allows you to learn and so on. Timing is optimal because 95% of businesses haven't implemented AI yet, creating unprecedented demand for specialized solutions in previously ignored markets. Okay, so this is a good opportunity. Become AI Orchestrator. So this is a very good video. It talks about massive layoffs happening in big companies, and well, let's say you were laid off. What to do? And the advice is that okay, they're firing people and they're substituting those people by AI. But somebody will need to work with this AI. So all these companies are actually hiring people who can work with AI. And the generic term is AI orchestrator. AI orchestrator may be a manager, it may be an engineer, it may be almost anybody who can figure out how to use AI to help the organization, to help the businesses, right? So the advice is to become an AI orchestrator, and the video recommends 4 immediate actions. Become AI orchestrator who directs AI systems rather than competing with them. Move up the value chain to strategic thinking, creativity, and complex judgment. Build AI native skills like prompting, agent deployment, workflow automation, and consider starting your own company, entrepreneurship. One person with AI agents can now do work of 10 people. Okay, next video, making money during AI gold rush. So this is a good comparison. What we have now is similar to gold rush. AI agent builder agency, build agents for clients using Crew AI, Agent Force, and so on. And they charge about $2,000 a month for setup and maintenance. AI content agency, use AI tools like Jasper, Canva to create content quickly, and so on. Generative engine optimization, the future of search engine optimization for AI-powered search. And the general advice, niche, then expand. Learn from doing and experiment. Point is, now it's really a gold rush, a huge opportunity for people to use AI to make money in small niches. Okay, this is our jobs layoffs, and we see in November 15,000 people were laid off by Verizon, and yeah, so these are the numbers. This is me as usual, and thank you.